I took a break to spend more time with my family during the holidays, which is why I did not post picks in week 17, although I did end up recommending to bet the Chargers minus 7.5 against the Broncos and over 23.5 points in the first half of the Bucs vs Jets game to my paid members on Patreon. Both winners. The last time I published free picks, we came back to earth by going 0 for 3. Ouch! Still, overall this season, our free picks against the spread have produced a nice 31, 23, and 1 record, a 57% winning rate. By the way, I will announce the winner of the $50 prize for my Week 16 Underdog contest later in this video. Now, it's time to roll up our sleeves and finish this lucrative season with a bang. Coming up, my top 3 picks for Week 18 in the National Football League. Enjoy the video, guys!
My name is Cooper. Are you ready for the top NFL picks for this week?
Pick number 1, rated 4 stars, goes to the Arizona Cardinals, minus 6.5 points against the Seattle Seahawks. The Cards started the season with a 7-0 record, but have gone 4-5 since then. Their win in Dallas last week should boost their confidence greatly, and I believe it will carry into their Week 18's matchup with Seattle. Arizona has crushed many of their opponents this year. Indeed, 9 of their 11 wins came by a 7-point margin or more. The Seahawks have nothing to play for and have lots of players who are uncertain to play. On the offensive line, 4 of the 5 starters are either out or listed as questionable. On defense, Seattle has 6 key guys who may not suit up this Sunday. Bobby Wagner, Carlos Dunlap, Quandre Diggs, Sidney Jones, DJ Reed, and Al Woods. Boy, that's a lot to overcome against a top NFL team. Granted, the Seahawks have historically performed well as road underdogs. As a matter of fact, they are 11-5 ATS in such circumstances lately. However, they have failed to beat the spread in each of the past 5 games on the road against teams with a winning record. They are also 3-12 ATS following a straight-up win. So, in summary, I am banking on Arizona due to their higher motivation level, their momentum building, and the numerous injuries on Seattle's side. Pick number 2 is rated 2 stars out of 5. It goes to the Atlanta Falcons, plus 4.5 points against the New Orleans Saints. This time, I am betting on a team that has been eliminated, facing a squad that still has playoff hopes. And I am putting my money on the Falcons, even though they are 1-5 ATS the last 6 times they hosted New Orleans. Why? Mostly because I believe the point spread is too big. The Saints don't have a good offense, and you are asking them to win by 5 points or more on the road against a division opponent. In my humble opinion, that scenario has less than a 50% chance of happening. Generally speaking, the Falcons are pretty healthy, They had 13 players on the COVID list, but now only have 3 left on that list. Meanwhile, the Saints have 3 very good players listed as questionable. Defensive end Marcus Davenport and both tackles on the offensive line, Ryan Ramczyk and Teron Armstead. New Orleans is pretty stout defending the run. However, Atlanta is much better equipped to throw the ball rather than running it. So I believe they will be able to move the ball enough to keep this game close. The Saints have done well against the spread as road favorites, while the Falcons have performed badly as home underdogs. Still, I will take my chances and back Atlanta in this NFC South showdown. Pick number 3 is rated 1 star out of 5. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens laying 6 points against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers lose 1 day of rest and preparation after playing last Monday. The Ravens will do everything they can to avenge a heartbreaking 20-19 loss back in Week 13 when they failed to convert a 2-point conversion near the end of the 4th quarter that would have sealed the win. I also like how these teams match up. Pittsburgh's running offense with Najee Harris in the backfield is more dangerous than its passing offense, especially with its top receiving target, Deontay Johnson, being out. Well, guess what is Baltimore's strength on defense? That's right, they rank 1st in rushing yards allowed per game and 3rd in terms of yards per carry allowed. Their pass defense is pretty suspect, but I'm not sure Big Ben can take advantage of it. Again, especially without Deontay Johnson on the field. The Steelers have failed to beat the spread in each of the past 4 games following a straight-up win. Meanwhile, the Ravens are 4-1 ATS following a straight-up loss. And Baltimore has rewarded bettors in 8 of their past 11 home games. For these reasons, I am taking the Ravens minus 6 points in front of a very motivated crowd that will hope to end Roethlisberger's career on a sour note. Just for fun, here are some additional picks that I am not betting, but I consider them to be borderline acceptable. Lean number 1, the New York Jets plus 16.5 points at the Buffalo Bills. Over the entire season, Zach Wilson has thrown 8 TD passes versus 11 interceptions. However, he has done much better of late, as shown by his 4 TD passes versus just 1 pick, on top of adding 3 touchdowns on the ground during this time span. We are expecting big wins in Orchard Park this Sunday, which will severely limit both teams' passing game. Forcing both teams to run the ball more often will reduce the number of points scored, which is a good thing when you are backing a 16.5 point underdog. I see Buffalo winning by a margin of 7 to 14 points. Lean number 2, I'm taking the Miami Dolphins plus 6.5 points against the New England Patriots. The Pats have struggled a lot in Miami in recent years. In fact, they are 2-7 ATS in the past 9 seasons. The Dolphins know how to play them tough at home. Miami has a 10-4 home record against the spread the last 14 times they faced a team with a winning record. Lean number 3, I'm taking the Las Vegas Raiders plus 3 points against the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers have a plus 18 point differential this season, compared to minus 68 for the Raiders. That in itself was enough to prevent me from pulling the trigger on this one. But if you forced me to bet, I am still leaning towards Vegas. They will be at home in front of a fired up crowd. They could get Darren Waller back. They will be paying tribute to John Madden, and they have gone through a lot of difficulties this year. I think Vegas pulls off the upset, or at worst, they will lose by 3 points or less against a vulnerable Chargers defense. It's time to unveil the identity of the winner of the $50 prize for my Week 16 Underdog contest. On that week, the two biggest upsets were the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. However, nobody picked these two teams. So the second best possible answer was Houston plus 9.5 points against the Chargers and the Buffalo Bills plus 2.5 in New England. It turns out that just one person made those two exact picks. Congratulations to John James. Please contact me via email at winner@professormj.com to redeem your prize. That wraps up my 2021 regular season NFL picks. I hope you enjoyed my weekly videos. Obviously, I will be back to provide good insight into each postseason game. A big thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate you, my friend. Subscribe to this sports betting YouTube channel right now. I'm Professor MJ, PhD in statistics. I'll see you again very soon.